Shalom, shalom. It's a hot day today. Gonna be 100 out these beats. About 100 the last 3 days, 4 days out here. 105, 104 yesterday. Okay, before I get started, I'm gonna say all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Makakwadash. Salute to the men out here teaching the fullness of the scriptures in these times, to the hopeful elect, scattered abroad, unlike it to a speckled bird, tabernacle of King David, 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations, and to the remnant, men, women, children, shalom. Okay, once again, out here through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, to bring out the truth of the scriptures to so-called blacks, Latino, Native American, and speckled bird Israelites got to be scattered in all nations. And, you know, looking at the tone of society right now, the Lord is sending all the adversaries of Israel is pretty much standing up and letting it be known now. The Lord is sending the people, that the nations that the Lord always sent against Israel to punish them. They're really standing up right now. Well, the chief one is Esau Edom, so-called white man. You had a situation out there where the family, they was in a park in, I want to say Georgia. They was in Georgia and having a family reunion in Georgia. So the white boy rolled by, throw some racial slurs, N-word, because that chucked the building and got them comfortable running around, just running off with their mouth. And so the family ignored them. They still out there doing their thing. So he went and got an AR-15, spent the block, and shot up the family reunion. They don't know this guy from nowhere. Never did nothing to him. Nothing. He got no reason to do it. Just that the Lord is stirring these people up now. Let's go. Let's get Ezekiel. Let's go there first. Then we gonna circle back. Yeah. Go 21 though. Oh, I'm in Jeremiah. I was gonna say, I want Ezekiel. I'm in Jeremiah. Yeah, there you go. Let's go Ezekiel chapter 21. Let's start at 1. Ezekiel chapter 21 and 1. Yeah, I'm ready. Ezekiel 21 and 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face toward Jerusalem, and drop thy word toward the holy places, and prophesy against the land of Israel. And prophesy against the land of Israel, right? So the men of the Lord was out here. It's saying another spot in Ezekiel, it say, warn them from me. So the men of the Lord was sent out to pretty much correct Israel and tell Israel, yo, the Lord sent me to warn you, to tell you that the things that you doing, the way you living, the things you worshiping, the gods you giving your praise to. Right out there, right out there.
Okay, I ain't from here.
Okay.
Thank you, bro.
You're welcome. Ezekiel chapter 21 and 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face towards Jerusalem, and drop thy word toward the holy places and prophesy against the land of Israel, and say to the land of Israel, thus saith the Lord, behold, I am against thee, and will draw forth my sword out of my sheath, and will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked. Right? So now look what the this one say. Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 10 and these little bugs, man. These little bugs. Fucking fruit flies. Ain't no fruits over here and they still over here. Isaiah 10 and 5. O Assyria, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation. And I will send him against a hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil, and to take the prey, and to tread them down like the mire of the street. So yeah, these other nations, when they get the spirit on them to come at Israel, to come at us, and do the things that they doing, it's the Lord that put the spirit on them to do that, right? Ezekiel, back to Ezekiel 20 and 4, 3 again. And say to the land of Israel, thus saith the Lord, behold, I am against thee. I will draw forth my sword out of his sheath, and will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked. Seeing then that I will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked, therefore shall my sword go forth out of his sheath against all flesh, from south to north, that all flesh may know that I, the Lord, have drawn forth my sword out of my sheath. It shall not return any more. Sigh therefore, thou son of man, with the breaking of thy loins, and the bitterness sigh before their eyes. And it shall be, when they say unto thee, wherefore slightest thou, that thou shalt answer for the tidings, because it cometh. And every heart shall melt, and all hands shall be feeble, and every spirit shall faint, and all knees shall be weak as water. Behold, it cometh, and the Lord, it cometh, and shall be brought to pass, saith the Lord power. And again, the word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy. As I'm reading this scripture too, I'm thinking about more scriptures that's saying pretty much the same thing. That the Lord is going to be the one that sent all these other nations against Israel. There's plenty of scriptures out there that say it. Plenty of scriptures out there that say it. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It shall be furbished, that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contendeth the rod of my son as every tree. And he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give unto the hand of the slayer. Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. See, cry and howl, son of man. He sharp. Yo, when I get ready, when I get ready, I have to sharpen my sword, not a literal sword, but after I get ready, sharpening my sword and get it ready, nice and pokey, nice and sharp and pokey, I'm going to put it in the hands of the people that I'm going to send against my people Israel. Right? And he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. So you'll go, oh, that was senseless violence. That violence that happened, that situation with that guy, That guy just out of nowhere. We was in here having a barbecue. Nobody had said nothing to him. Nobody don't even know that man from nowhere. He ran by and he said what he said and said his little racial slurs. He wasn't even satisfied with that. He spent the block and came back around again the second time and just started shooting with an assault rifle out of nowhere, an AR-15. Why? We reading why. Right here. We reading why. Cry and howl, Ezekiel 21:12. Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh, because it is a trial. What if the sword contendeth, even the rod? It shall be no more, saith the Lord power. Yeah, man. So the Lord is the one that sent these nations against Israel, man. Right here. Jeremiah, let's get this one. 16. I thought about this one. So, right, they out there partying. Right? Partying, throwing a family reunion, whoop-de-whoop. And you still got to live your life and all that, but you still got to be on point. Redeeming the times, understanding what times we in, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta somebody come around out of the blue and say that and this and this and that. Now I'm on alert now. Hey, what kind of car was that individual driving when they came through and they said that or whatever the case may be? So now you see that, that car coming back, y'all. Be on, look out. This guy coming back. You don't know what he gonna do. That's the kind of frame of mind you gotta be in, because people will shoot at you for a road rage incident out of the blue, out of nowhere. The Lord, the Spirit on it. Well, it's saying Isaiah, a perverse spirit is mingled in the midst thereof. Let's get that before I get that Jeremiah. Isaiah 19. Yeah, 19 and 14. Isaiah 19 and 14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have erred, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Yeah. Okay, let's get two more. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the hand or tail, branch or rush may do. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid. It shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it. Yeah, man. So this spirit the Lord putting on it, it's a spirit of fear. It's a spirit of, redeeming the times. It's a spirit of watching out, watching your surroundings, knowing what time we in and all of this stuff. Let's get it now, right? They back to it. They out there, they partying, they minding their business, right? Jeremiah chapter 16 and 10. Thou shalt, Jeremiah 16 and 8, right? Thou shalt not also go into the house of feasting to sit with them, to eat and to drink. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will cause to cease out of the place in your eyes, in your days, the voice of mirth, the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom, and the voice of the bride. You can see videos all the time online pretty much now. You can see all type of videos online. Black man out in the parking lot by himself, minding his business. White guy come up, yo, what you doing in here? White woman come up, what you doing in here? Why you in here? What you up to? Fishing, minding their business. Come over there, grabbing their fishing rods, throwing their fishing rods, calling police on them. Like this video all day online, us minding our business and them coming and I'm calling police on you. I'm gonna make up something. The one sister, I seen the one sister, her car, she trying to back up next to a car. She trying to back up next to a car, so you know you gotta pull in front of the car and the next to you. So when she did that, the Edomite chick came out and tried to say she was blocking her in and called police on her. Started recording, called police on her talking about she trying to kidnap her. She trying to stop her from leaving her. She not even in the car. She wasn't even. She's standing outside in front of her, the back of her car, and the sister standing out here trying to back in or whatever the case. And so she getting in the way of the sister when the sister trying to back her car in while she on the phone talking about the black lady, the sister girl is trying to kidnap her. This is the type of time we in right now. This is the type of time we in. So yeah, we in the time where you out partying, minding your business, and some random Edomite gonna come by with an AR-15 and start popping off at you. This is the type of time we in. Jeremiah 16:10. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord your power, our power? Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law. And ye have done worse than your fathers. For behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me. Therefore I will cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not, neither ye nor your fathers, and there shall ye serve other gods day and night, where I will show you no favor, where I will not show you favor, where I will not show you favor. So that's where we at now, man. And so if you look at the scriptures ain't nothing about curses, blessings, and curses. Blessings and curses. So right now, it ain't even you can't even in this society, you can't even clear cut say who the Lord of the people, the Lord's people is right now. You can't even say that, right? You know what I mean? If you had on ABC, NBC or something like that, and you went on there and you said them small hats are not the people of the Lord, the people of the Bible did not look like what they portraying with white boy Jesus and this and that, you would never be on TV again. That right there in itself is a curse. So we in a time where curses in the Bible. We ain't in a time of blessings in the Bible. Blessings gonna be in the kingdom. Right now we in a time of curses. Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter 11, I think it's 27. Yeah, let's go 25. Deuteronomy 11 and 25. There shall no man be able to stand before you, for the Lord your power shall lay the fear of you and the dread of you upon all the land that ye shall tread upon, as he hath said unto you. Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. A blessing if ye obey the commandments of the Lord your power, which I command you this day, and a curse if ye will not obey the commandments of the Lord your power. Yeah. You can't even get these heads right now. They won't even give up pork. They won't give up pork. Then they gave you, the iron slavers gave us the picture of Cedric Bourget white boy Jesus, and y'all still worship that. Y'all can't let that go. I was seeing a little TikTok little clip or whatever. Dr. Desariak was talking to a so-called black Christian, and he was like, but who gave us the picture of Jesus, Serge Borgia, to worship, and gave us the slave Bible? And he just would not admit that that was a big deal. That's a big deal. Hey, Shalom, brother. Yahbashem Yahshua Brakatah. Yup, I had that one. Yup. Psalms 78 and 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath, indignation, and trouble by sending evil angels upon them. Yup. That scripture written down too. See, that's the spirit. Like I said, if you know the scriptures a little bit, you know all of the scriptures that say these type things. Man. You know the scriptures that say these type things. Matter of fact, I can get over here now. Let me get over here to back the brother up with that one. Sirach 40. Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 40, right? And let's start at 6, right? Going back to what we was reading when we was reading Ezekiel and we was reading Jeremiah, and the Lord talking, telling the his men, look, go tell Israel this, go tell Israel that, sending them visions, sending them dreams and all of that, right? Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 40 and 6. A little or nothing is his rest, and afterward he is in his sleep, as in a day of keeping watch, right? The watches, right? Trouble in the vision of his heart, as if he were escaped out of a battle. When all is safe, he awakeneth, and marveleth that the fear was nothing. Such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold more upon sinners. Death and bloodshed, strife, and the sword. Remember we was reading a sword is sharpened. Or I was reading earlier, a sword is sharpened, right? These are the things: death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulations, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. These things are created for the wicked, man. Evil angels, man. Evil angel. I'm out minding my business, me and my family. We had a family family reunion and all of that. We having a good time. We sipping, we barbecuing. You know what I'm saying? We playing spades, we playing dominoes. Either might get the spirit on him to just ride by, throw some N-words at us, and you know we laugh it off. That motherfucker, he ain't get out the car, he ain't do nothing. That motherfucker spent the block with an AR-15 and aired the family reunion out. And you standing there going, why? What happened? We didn't do nothing to him. Daniel 9 and 24. Yup, I had them down too. Daniel, and I prayed unto the Lord my power and made my confession and said, O Lord, the great and dreadful power, keeping the covenant and mercy to them that love him and to them that keep his commandments. We have sinned and have committed iniquity and have done wickedly and have rebelled, even by departing from thy precepts, from thy judgments. Neither have we hearkened unto the servants, the prophets, which spake in thy name to our kings and princes and our fathers and to all the people of the land. Yeah. Israel, the Lord sent his men out here. Yo, do this, do that, and they ain't listening. They not listening. Okay, so we got that one. I'm thinking about that, backing up that precept with not listening to the prophets. Let's go over here. Right? Not listening to the prophets. Second Chronicles 36 and yeah, let's go 14. Second Chronicles 36 and 14. Moreover, all the chief of the priests and the people transgressed very much after all the abomination of the heathen, and polluted the house of the Lord, which he had hallowed in Jerusalem, and the Lord power of their fathers sent to them by his messengers, rising up betime and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. But they mocked the messenger of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord rose against his people till there was no remedy. Yeah. So this is a never-ending story, a never-ending story. Israel going off, Israel wilding out. The Lord raised up a prophet, send that prophet to Israel. Yo, go talk to them people, man. Go tell them what's what. Israel might listen, they might not listen. They gonna get beat down. The Lord gonna send another nation against them, put them into captivity or to slay them or whatever the case may be. Israel gonna repent a little bit. Soon as the Lord ease up on Israel, Israel start wilding out again. All over the scriptures. Let's go. I was thinking about that Ezekiel. Let's get Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 3 and I'm going to start at 1. Ezekiel 3 and 1, and let's read that. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll, and he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly. He said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. Right? Still going back to that the Lord sent his men and Israel ain't listening. And because Israel ain't listening, this is how they got beat down. This is why we in a position. This is why we at family reunions right now. And we getting shot up. We getting shot up just for being, or I send my 18-year-old son. I send my 18-year-old son, Mom, Dad, I'm going to the track meet. My son go to the track meet, and the next thing you know, run down with some Edomites, that thing with Carmelo Anthony out there in Texas, and he defending himself from 5 or 6 little Edomites, and by defending himself, now he's sentenced to 35 years in jail. Even though the father was cool with the DA, the father was cool with the judge. They was hiding evidence. The father out there directing the people on the stand to change up what they saying. And all of this was let slide. Why? Because the judge is going to let it slide because the judge is friends with old boy. Or you send your son out 14 years old, he go out to the store, or he outside, they think he stole a fucking dollar bottle of water, and the next thing you know, they shoot him in the back, and the man don't even do no time in jail. It's self-defense. It's a 14-year-old little boy shot in the back over you thought he stole some water. He didn't have the water. He put the water back, but y'all still chased him down over 100 yards, and shoot him in the back. Why is this happening? The Lord, man. The Lord did it. Ezekiel 3:6. Not to many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou canst not understand, surely had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. As an adamant, harder than flint, have I made thy forehead. Why? Because these some hard-headed ninjas trying to get your people to understand that you the people of the Bible, and why we going through what we going through is the curses of the scriptures, and them churches not teaching you the truth, and this and that. Man, it's like, man, please, man. It's like talking to a brick wall. Like talking to a brick wall. As an adamant, harder than flint, have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thy heart, and hear in thy ears, and go get thee to them of captivity. Who was in captivity? Who was in captivity? Oh, we had white slaves and white slaves too, and we were slaves, and who was in captivity? Who's still in captivity? And no, we don't come from Africa. That's why we were sold. We were sold to the so-called white man, because when Israel fled Jerusalem and fled into Africa, the Africans did not want us in their land. So they came, they waged war against us, they captured us, and they sold us to the Edomites to bring us over here. Because they knew that we was not their people. And they still know that we are not their people. They know that. That's why they act like that. That's why they treat us like that. Because we are not the same people. Ezekiel. So all of these people right now, like they have a boycott. Got a boycott going on because of the shooting. When they shot the boy in the back with the water and all that, the Asian community came out supporting what's his name, Mr. Child, came out supporting him. Oh, he had the right, and y'all didn't be stealing out of our stores and this and that. So that led to talking about boycotting all Asian businesses. So then you had Asians on there talking shit. Oh, y'all can't live without us. Y'all can't do this. Y'all can't do that. Y'all would die without our stores, our laundromats, our liquor stores, and all that. Pretty much challenging us. Okay, yeah, do it. And so, yeah, you won't get no more of my money. Chinese food is easy to make. I gotta wash and dry at the crib. And Chinese don't make liquor. You'll find some white-owned liquor stores if you really want to have some liquor. Crazy, though. But that's the pride of these people. Going back to it, they all raising up their head. They letting us know. You got Africans. Nasty ass, greasy ass Africans talking about, oh yeah, y'all stupid. We gonna support them. But meanwhile, they saying they gonna support the Asian stores, but meanwhile, they'll try to act like they a black-owned business to get your money. Seen the one chick called a cleaning business. She called the cleaning business, and she was like, "Oh, I just wanted to get the service, but are you a black American?" "Oh no, I'm an African American, but I'm from Nigeria." She said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, because I put down African American." You know you lying. You know you lying. Let's get on. Let's go, let's switch up. Let's go over here now. Second entrance. But again, it's the Lord. It's the Lord that sent these people against us. It's the Lord. It's the Lord that did it. So you got to understand the times we in right now. Second entrance 14 and 5. Second entrance 14 and 5. 4. And I sent him and led my people out of Egypt and brought him up to the mount of Sinai, where I held him by me a long season and told him many wondrous things and showed him the secrets of the times and the end. The secrets, I told him many wondrous things and showed him the secrets of times, the end of different ages, the secrets of time, eras, and the end, and commanded him, saying, These words shalt thou declare, and these shalt thou hide. And now I say unto thee, that thou lay up in thy heart the signs that I have showed, and the dreams that thou hast seen, and the interpretations which thou hast heard. For thou shalt be taken away from all, and from henceforth thou shalt remain with my son, and with such as be like thee, until the times of the end. Yeah, the prophets of the Lord are back now. The prophets of the Lord are back now. I'm not saying I'm one of them men from back there, but the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So if you was a prophet then, you're a prophet now. And so it was more than just the 12. It was more than just the 12. But it was what's one scripture that say he sent them out 2 by 2? I think it was 70. It said it was 70 and he sent them out 2 by 2 or whatever. But so yeah, but if you was a prophet then, you was a prophet now. So the men of the Lord is out here now, and they not in the churches. The false prophets are in the churches. He sent them too. Second Ezra 14 and 9 again. For thou shalt be taken away from all, and from hence thou shalt remain with my son, and with such as be like thee, until the times be ended. For the world has lost his youth, and the began to wax old. 13. Now therefore set thine house in order, and reprove thy people, comfort such as them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. Let go from thee mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. Watch this, 16. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. That's the point. Second Ezra 14 and 16. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. And you know the funny thing, bro? The funny thing is, they'll say, we a cult. That's what they love to say. We a cult, which only mean worship. believe in worship, having faith to believe in strongly in something. But anyway, they'll say we a cult, we crazy, we breaking the scriptures down wrong, a whoopty whoop whoop whoop. So why y'all care what we saying then so much? Why y'all care so much what we saying then? Because we ain't out here trying to overthrow nobody. We not running down on the White House and climbing up over gates and all of that stuff. We not trying to amass no weapons of mass destruction. We not trying to run up in police stations or in government buildings and taking over by force. All we out here doing is reading the Bible. That's all we doing. And calling on the Lord to come get this place and set us back how we supposed to be. That's all we doing. We ain't doing nothing else. We ain't hurting nobody. We ain't out here inciting no riots. We ain't telling nobody to go protest and this and that and none of that shit like that. We not doing none of that. All we doing is reading the Bible. And I say that because I see the brother done deleted somebody comment. Y'all pretty upset, man. Ezekiel 12:1. The word of the Lord also came unto me, saying, Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of a rebellious house, which have eyes to see, and see not. They have ears to hear, and hear not, for they are a rebellious house. Thou son of man, prepare thee stuff for removing, and remove by day in their sight, and thou shalt remove from thy place to another place in their sight. It may be they will consider, though they be a rebellious house. Yeah, they not listening, man. They not listening. We can show you all the scriptures that say, yo, we at a time where it's gonna be crazy out here. We at a time where it's gonna be crazy, and they not getting. They not getting. So you see Esau getting stirred up, Esau getting riled up. Esau want to go around and he just want to call you the N-word to your face, and then you say something and want to pop him in the mouth. He gonna say you chimping out and want to shoot you. He gonna say you chimping out and gonna call police and say you assaulted him. Oh, well, yeah, that may be true, but what are you doing to antagonize the situation? But then they could have freedom of speech. They could boast about carrying weapons and take pictures, or boasting about their guns and all of that, and go hunting and this and that. But a black man with a gun is a dog, is a felon. They could defend themselves. We can't defend themselves. Mr. Child feared from his life for a 14-year-old boy running away over a bottle of water. But an 18-year-old man, young man, against another group of young guys that's trying to jump him and all that, and he in fear for his life, he get 35 years in jail. That made me forget what scripture. Okay, I got it now. I remember now. Ephesians. Let's go 6. Ephesians 5 and 6 and read that. Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things cometh the wrath of the Most High upon the children of disobedience. Who is the children of disobedience? Nation of Israel. Just was reading it. They don't want to listen. They don't want to listen. Yo, why is this stuff happening to us? Why is it going on? Do you know the scriptures, brother? But sister, you know scriptures? Oh, why won't they just never leave us alone? Because Esau wanted to kill his brother, man. That same energy is in the true descendants of Esau. That same energy is in it. That's why they still upholding the sundown towns to this day. Oh, America, we done moved on from slavery. Explain sundown towns then, if that's the case. Where I could just get killed for being in a certain place at the wrong time because of my color. Explain that. Explain a Chinese guy after the boycott and all that stuff like that. I think it was in Chicago, I want to say. Maybe Georgia. But one of these places, they rolled by and they took a picture of a cross burning. The Ku Klux Klan shit. They took a picture of the cross burning. But then they seen the video, because I think it was in Chicago, because Chicago got cameras all over. So they captured, from the first, it looked like a white guy running away. He ain't had no shirt on. But then they kept following his path till they got a front picture. It was an Asian man that put a burning cross up out there. Why? Because they all enemies of Israel, and the Lord is stirring them up like he always stirred them up. Why? To punish us. Ephesians 5 and 6. Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things cometh the wrath of the Most High upon the children of disobedience. But be not ye therefore partakers with them, for ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the world. But now are ye light in the world. Walk as children of light, for the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. But all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light. For whatsoever doth make manifest is light. Wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Let's read that one again. Ephesians chapter 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore, be ye not unwise, but understand what the will of the Lord is. Yeah, we in evil times, man. We in evil times, man. We in evil times. You gotta watch your step, man. You gotta watch how you move, man. You gotta watch you gotta know the laws of the places you at, man. You gotta know the law, because certain places, man, because it don't make no sense that they gave that boy 35 years for defending himself, man. Gave that boy 35 years for defending himself, man. And they say, oh, he brought a knife. No, it was a multi-purpose tool he had. That's why they ain't showed the knife. That's why you ain't seen the pit. That's why you ain't seen the video. Because they had to control the narrative so they could railroad that little brother. Ain't no way in Texas a jury of your peers consists of no black people. A jury of your peers in this day and age ain't no black people. And then they'll say, oh, it was an Asian. Oh, it was an Asian guy. They think like the white man. Oh, it was a Hispanic. Some of these Hispanics, the so-called Northern Kingdom, they just as bad as Esau. I seen a post with a Spanish dude talking to him. It could have been a truth, whatever. But they said, oh, I got a friend of mine that working a restaurant and this and this and that. He said every time his friend make tacos and stuff like that for black people, he's spitting. That's the type of shit that the white man would do. So these other nations is just as bad as the white man as far as their attitude towards us, the so-called black man. Northern Kingdom is a mess out here, man. They really is a mess. Let's get it. Where we gonna go? Discerning the times, right? Let's stay there. They really a mess. Just like Moab, the Asian man, Ammon, the Japanese man, Ish and Elon, the Indian, the Indian and the Arab and all of them dudes. If they getting money from you or whatever, you go into their store, yeah, they're fake being nice to you or whatever the case may be. You see them any other place, they not speaking to you, they not dealing with you. That's how the so-called Mexicans act. Issachar, the so-called Mexicans, the Issacharites. That's just how they act. They be the same way, man. Let's go. That's not what I want. I don't want to get that. Let's talk about that. Let's get back. I got brother put up the Jeremiah. Let's go Joshua. I was talking about something else. Nah, we on my people. My people. My people hard-headed asses. (24:15). Let's go Joshua 24:14. Fear the Lord, right? Now therefore, fear the Lord. Joshua 24:14. Now therefore, fear the Lord and serve him with sincerity and in truth, and put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood and in Egypt, and serve ye the Lord. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. And the people answered, said, the Most High forbid that we should forsake the Lord to serve other gods. Yeah. So this is why. And you look at it right now. I was watching I was watching a movie last night. And all in there, the black guys, whatever, in jail. It's Allah. It's Allah. It's Allah. It's Allah. Why you think they do that, man? Why you think they do that? They would not give you the name and let you know who you supposed to worship. They would not do that. They would not do that. I don't get it. They would not do that for you. What was I thinking about? The scripture was in my head. Judges. So I seen the brother put up Proverbs, right? He put up Proverbs, the first chapter. Laugh at you. Judges chapter 10. Going back to how you get in this position, right? How you get in this position. The men of the Lord telling you, yo, the shit y'all worshiping, the things y'all worshiping, y'all shouldn't be doing, right? Judges 10 and 13. Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods. Wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. And the children of Israel said unto the Lord, we have sinned. Do thou unto us whatsoever seem good unto thee. Deliver us only, we pray thee, this day. And they put away the strange gods from among them and served the Lord, and his soul was grieved with the misery of Israel. So if you had Israel collectively as a whole, worship the Lord, turn and call on the Lord at the same time, man, this thing will be over very fast. That's why they push all these other things. That's why they push all these other things. You can follow this and that, and they gonna always show you a black man. And they ain't never gonna get no black man on there and promote the names Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. They not do that. They not gonna do that. Kyrie was saying Yahweh, and they ran down on him for saying that. Why? Because it was too close. You starting to get, you know what I'm saying? You getting them too close. We got to keep them away. That's why they always going to promote that dude going to church on Sunday praying to white boy Jesus. Confusion. Got that. Let's go. Oh, that's the next one I wanted to get. Chronicles. Back to Chronicles. Even our people, you come out here, you reading the scriptures, you know, you know our people act like they treat us out here reading the scriptures worse than they treat a drug dealer. They see a drug dealer ride by, smile at them, the women, the sisters, they'll ride by there, smile at them, this and that, or whatever the case may be, especially if he's sharing a little money, he hustling, he this and that. Us reading the scriptures, they hate us. They hate us. We like, look, we worse than to the black community than a drug dealer, than a gangster rapper, than a gangbanger. We worse to them than that. Let's go 2 Chronicles, chapter 15 and verse 12. And they entered into a covenant to seek the Lord power with their fathers, with all their heart, and with all their soul, that whosoever would not seek the Lord power of Israel should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. Yeah. So the Lord talk about putting Israel to death, man. And the Lord not going to come down here and do it. He going to send them death angels that we read. Psalm 78 and 49. He going to send them death angels. He going to put the sword in the hand of the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, whose blessing was the weapon. That been practicing hunting and practicing shooting in the woods since they was little kids. Proverbs 14 and 4, enter not into the path of the wicked, and not into the way of evil men. Hey, what's up, brother? Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not into the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the just is as a shining light that shineth more and more upon a perfect day. Yep. What's that one? Is it Philippians? I want to say it's Philippians. Let me see. That, you know, you put a precept up, and it make me, I might have a precept to it, but then a precept to back up what you put up pop in my head. Let me see if this is 15:24. I think it's Philippians. Let's see if I'm right. Yep, come. Let's go. Philippians chapter 2, shine as a light in the world, right? What it said? It said, But the path of the unjust is as a shining light. Proverbs 14 and 18. But the path of the just is a shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. Watch this one, right? Philippians chapter 2 and 12. Heading and shine as lights in the world. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. No, this dude up there gonna pray for me. By me coming in here every week and putting in the collection pot and praying to white boy Jesus, I'm saved. Okay. For it is the Most High which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Do all things without murmuring and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. That's the part right there. To back up that precept the brother put up. Them lights. So they see us. The light is on us. The light, the what light? The light of understanding. The light that we just a little bit different than you. You know what I mean? Not because we better than you, because the Lord blessed us with the understanding of the scriptures, man. That's it. The Lord blessed us with the understanding of the scripture. That's it too. You don't know if you gonna be of the elect and you chosen or whatever. Yeah, you chosen to get the understanding of the scriptures. That part. You don't know until you can't celebrate. Oh, I know the truth of the Bible. Celebration time. No. Because we understand that you don't know until the end. Nobody knows, man. You can't say, oh, I was this person in the past, I was that person, I know I'm of the elect of Israel. You can't say that. You lying if you say that. You lying. You could say, I believe that individual there is. I believe this apostle, that apostle, yeah, they are the elect and this and that. I believe that and this, but you don't know. We won't know until that day comes. Nobody will know. Okay, I got that one. Light, we might as well get some more on that light. Let's go, let's get that. Let's get that Isaiah. Stay on that light. Because I wrote that down too. Word, I seen that where dude said, he said, yo, I got a Spanish homeboy that work in a taco spot. Anytime he make tacos for a black person, he spit in it because they don't care. They'll eat anything in support of the Asian community and all of that type of stuff. I was like, God damn. God damn. You cannot win. Cannot win right now. And those is curses, man. Those is curses. Period. Isaiah 60 and 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Yeah, man. Walk around minding my business, ain't saying nothing to nobody, and people react different to me. People react different to me. And you could tell when somebody got a demon, got one of them spirits on them. You could tell. You could tell. Bugs, man. Shit. Bill Gates with them goddamn bugs, man. It's hot out here, y'all. Excuse me. Let me get a little water. Back to it, light, right? Let's get acts. Understanding. So again, You'll go, okay, and ain't gonna say, oh, you won't go to a picnic with your family or whatever the case, your wife, your kids, or this or that. You won't go to the beach or do, you know what I'm saying? But you understand that, yo, certain shit, you see certain things. Hey, your spidey senses get the tingling. You hear some shit. You gotta remember what time we in, and you gotta make an adjustment. You gotta make adjustments out here. If you don't make adjustments, man, you know what I'm saying? I would tell my son in a situation like that, yeah, you defend yourself, but you gotta be careful pulling out knives or pulling out anything and stabbing anybody right now, son. You gotta try to get away. You defend yourself, but you try to get away, man. You try to get out of that situation and all that without possibly doing something to have yourself end up in jail. You gotta talk to your family. You gotta talk to your children. You got to talk to them. They got to know, man. Whether they believe in the scriptures or not, you got to tell them the time we in, and you got to talk to them about that. Acts. Because I would tell my son, if you gotta feel like you gotta carry a knife to go someplace, or you need a gun to go someplace, you don't need to go there. If you can't go and be around people where you comfortable as an 18-year-old man and you this and that, you don't need to go there, son. You don't need to be there. Acts 26 and 18. Yeah. That light, right? Yeah, Acts 26 and 18. To open their eyes and to turn them from darkness to light and from the power of Satan unto the Most High, that they may receive forgiveness of sins. That's Israel. That's Israel in Acts the 5th chapter, 29 to 31. It's forgiveness of sins to Israel. An inheritance among them which are sanctified by faith that is in me. Yeah. The people that's predestined, right? Ephesians. Right. Being predestined, right? Yeah. Ephesians chapter 1 and 3. Blessed be the power and Father of our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who have blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places and anointing. Yeah, that understanding, that light, right? According as he have chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love. We read that in Ephesians the 5th chapter, right? You know, being blameless. Philippians rather. Being blameless in a perverse in the midst of a perverse nation, right? Roughly paraphrasing. Having predestined us unto him the adoption of children by Yahweh Shai HaMashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will, to the praise of the glory of his grace, wherein he hath made us accepted in the beloved, in whom we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sin, that's Israel, once again, according to the riches of his grace, wherein he hath abounded towards us in all wisdom and prudence, having made known unto us the mysteries of his will, according to the good pleasure which he hath purposed in himself, that in the dispensation of the fullness of times he might gather together in one all things, and anointed both which are in heaven and which are on earth, even in him, in whom also we have obtained an inheritance, being predestinated according to the purpose of him who worketh all things after the counsel of his will. Yeah, being predestined. Being predestined. Before I formed you in the belly, I knew you. Being predestined. So it was already written who was going to get it, who not going to get it, or whatever the case may be. It was already written. How that song go? It was already written, done and said, so you can stay. What's that? Who that is again? That's Houdini. One love, one love. Word up. Psalms chapter 2 and 10. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and trembling. Yes, serve the Lord with fear and trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. Yeah, man. We trust, we not, like I said, we not out here, they hate us so much and all that or whatever. We not out here doing nothing but calling on the Lord. That's all we doing. Using the scriptures, remembering ourselves in the land of their captivity. We remembering ourselves. I will put you in remembrance. We remembering ourselves and we calling on the Lord, man. Because this place got to go. This place, the Lord got to come back and do his will, man. Straighten this place out. This place got to go, man. We got to get back to where, you know what I'm saying? You see all over the place, even here in North Carolina, out there in Vegas. I forget the river or the lake out there done dried up out there in the Hoover Dam. It's already getting down so low where it ain't even going to be putting out the same amount of energy. You got the same thing here. I think it's Lake something here in North Carolina is drying up. Water is disappearing. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, what they building? They building them damn AI centers. They building them AI centers that take so much water they drinking up the water and using up the electricity. Them damn AI centers. This place gotta go, man. This place gotta go. Place gotta go. Go Matthew chapter 10 and 15. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Behold, I will send forth a sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Yeah, man. You gotta be watching, man. We in a time of, you can't be letting your guard down no place. Now going back to that scripture right there that the brother put up. I can't get this bug. This one bug is on me, man. He won't go away for nothing. Let's go, I think it's 9. Romans chapter 9 and... Is it 9 or is it 11? Might be 11. Gotta be 9. Let's see. Yep, there you go. It's 9. I was right the first time. Let's go. Romans 9 and 25. As he saith also in Hosea, I will call them my people, which were not my people, and her beloved, which was not my beloved. And going back to it, that's why we under the curses, man. We under the curses because my people, they won't, not even that they won't acknowledge, they don't believe that they the people of the Lord, so they can't even begin to acknowledge that we under the curses. Because they not even trying to hear the fact that we the people of the scriptures, man. They not trying to hear. They not trying to hear of the Lord is Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. So how can you get out of the curses when you ain't even begin to accept what's going on in the scriptures? You can't. So the curses is still on us. And the curses is getting worse and worse. Why? Because more of the Lord people is out here telling you the truth of the scriptures, and our people are totally rejecting it. They like drawing a line in the sand, which almost get to the point where the elect is sealed. Once the elect of Israel is sealed, and everybody know what's going on according to the scriptures, because you see we close. We very close, man. We are very close. We are very, 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 very close. Everything is setting off something. Everything. Every little situation is turning into a big thing, man. Every situation. Romans 9:25. As he saith also to Hosea, I will call them my people which were not my people, and her beloved which was not beloved. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall they be called the children of the living power. Isaiah also cried concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved, for he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will the Lord make upon the earth. And as Isaiah said before, except the Lord of Sabaoth had left us a seed, that elect predestined, we read about that, left us a seed, we have been as the Sodom and be made like unto Gomorrah. What? Finished. Without that seed, without the Lord leaving the elect, them spirits that he predestined to be here at this time in the latter days, to rise up and to remember this and this and that, we'd be stuck here forever. Especially dealing with who they put out there as leaders. Look at you even had Steve Harvey. He combined Christianity and Islam. He was talking about a couple of years ago, Chrislam. He a Christian Muslim or whatever he was claiming that Chrislam was or whatever. And he all over TV. All over TV. All over the place. Movies, books, on the radio. Got all this money and everything. Why? Because he control opposition, man. Control opposition. Yeah, I guess, or incense. I could get some sage or some incense to burn or whatever. But I ain't gonna lie, brother. Look, I'll be out here. I'll do it one day, then the next 5 weeks. I'll forget it. I'll be like, I don't know, bro. Maybe I'll try that. Get some incense or something. The brothers be burning incense sometime. Maybe I could get some sage or whatever. But hey, I'm like, I always feel like shit, the bugs is outside, man. They gotta have some place to live too, man. It'd be more annoying if it was in the house or whatever. But outside, man, do you. Go ahead and bug out, bug. Let's get back to that light. 2 Corinthians. I know you see me study swiping, right? Four. Yeah, so, yeah, just looking back, you sit back and you look at the things that's transpiring on the week or whatever, and then you start writing a little note here, a note about this, a note about that, and blah 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 blah. And yeah, basically it's just everybody against us, man. And everybody that's against us, they more and more letting it be known. They more and more drawing the line in the sand that yo, we against y'all. Like, how you gonna get mad at people for not wanting to spend their money with you? And if you upset with them, how you think coming out talking shit to that group of people is going to make them spend money? How you mad with somebody because they don't want to spend money with you? How you mad at them? They shot the girl over there in L.A., shot the girl over there in the back end, shot the girl at the little Asian store over there, and then the whole they say, oh, we not the Chinese community. But wait, hold on. When that shit happened over there, the Filipino community, the Filipino community, the Japanese community, the Korean community, the Vietnamese community, all of y'all supported the Chinese chick that killed the little girl over there for stealing in LA. So y'all all together. Y'all all together. Them K-pop, you K-pop niggas. K-pop ain't nothing but sit down and watch some R&B groups from the 90s and y'all mimic they shit, and then y'all come out here and make money and then talk down to us. Niggas ain't shit. When all y'all want to do is steal and suck like fucking parasites on the so-called black community, like fucking parasites, sucking the blood out of us, sucking the money out of us, talking down on us. Fucking crazy, man. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and 1. Therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not. Yeah, because we understand what's coming. We understand the times we live in, man. Redeeming the times. Therefore, seeing we have this, that made me think of that. Let me get it before I forget. Let me get it. Second Esdras chapter 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. I don't fuck around and swallow the ball. Therefore, when they shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spoke of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Yeah, uproars of the people. Like I said, the smallest of thing will turn into a big battle online. A big battle. What's the cop that put the knee on what's his name and killed him? I don't even forget the black dude name. To put the knee on the arm, I don't even know the guy's name. But that cop, he a hero. He a hero. He was in his right and this and this and that. But the little boy defending himself is a murderer, according to the so-called racist white internet. The internet trolls, the white community online. He's a hero for putting his knee on a man that's handcuffed and killing him. But the boy defending himself from 5 dudes that's all bigger than him, and they grabbing him and trying to throw him around or whatever, and he defending himself. He's a murderer, deserves jail forever. Can't make it up, man. You cannot make it up. 2 Corinthians 4 and 4. Wherefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not, but have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of the Most High deceitfully, but manifestation of the truth, commending ourselves in every man's conscience in the sight of the Most High. That's going back to that light, that understanding, right? But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the power of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. Yeah, that light, that understanding would shine unto them. Oh, you had to block somebody else, huh? Oh, Rodney King, they whooped the shit out of Rodney King. They whooped the shit out of Rodney King. Yeah, but not Rodney King, George Floyd. That's the dude's name. George Floyd. Where the cop put the knee on him and he took the picture posing and all that. He was a hero. He was a hero for killing George Floyd. They still putting up George Floyd memes and all of that stuff. And oh, he was a drug addict and this and that. So that the cop, what's his name, was a hero for killing him or whatever the case may be. But then the boy out there defending himself, you know, I'd have put me at 18. I'd have beat the brakes off of them. Me at 18, I beat the brakes off of them. I got the swing and I done been jumped before. Me fighting 4 or 5 white guys at 18, I beat the brakes off of them. Somebody that got their ass whooped. I wouldn't have to pull out no knife. I'd have whooped somebody ass. I remember I was in the military. They was hella racist in there too. And I never really encountered that being from New York City. You know what I'm saying? Where you know certain neighborhoods you knew not to go to in New York City. Howard Beach, Bensonhurst, and all that. Certain areas when I was growing up you knew not to go to. But I never ran into no southern redneck type of white people from New York, right? So I remember they would have their Confederate flag on the weekend when you off, right? Everybody hanging out in the barracks. So I walked by the room and they had the Confederate flags in there, whatever, right? And so you walk by, they want to say they little slick shit. I don't know what they said. They might have said nigga or fuck you or whatever they said. And so I roll up on the room. So then now they all came out like they about to jump me in the hallway. And I was like, yo, the whole floor. About 6 or 7 brothers came to the door, because we was all up there. They came to their room door. We about to get it on in there. I'm like, man, I wish I would, man. I beat the snot out of one of you guys, man. I never had no more problems with them either. Never had no more problems. I'd have beat the snot out of them. I wouldn't have had to poke them up. I'd have jabbed them up with my knuckles. He'd have ate some knuckle sandwiches. Ephesians 4:17. Let's get that. So yeah, but again, I would have told my son, point blank, yo, he like, yeah, I got protection. What you mean you got protection? You want to attract me. Why you gonna take a protection to attract me? Oh, well, if you gotta take a knife to go to attract me, you need to stay your ass in the crib. Or you need to go with you some friends, so that way, if a jump situation getting ready to happen, now you got somebody to hold you down, got your back or something like that. Don't go by yourself and I need to carry a knife. You don't need to go to that place then. Not at no 17, 18 years old. You just stay your ass in here and plug up that PS5 over there and get busy. Ephesians chapter 4 and 17. Let's start at let's start up at let's start at 11. Ephesians 4 and 17. I ain't really get this one in a while. And he gave us some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists, and some pastors and teachers for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of anointed, till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, unto a perfect man, unto measure of the stature of the fullness of anointed, that we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie and wait to deceive, but speaking the truth in love may grow up unto him in all things, which is the head, even anointed, Hamashiach, from whom the whole body fitly joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplieth, according to the effectual working in a measure of every part, maketh increase of the body unto the edifying of itself in love. This I say, therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, Israelites, not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their mind, having the understanding darkened, being alienated, having the understanding darkened. That going back to that light, right? Being alienated from the life of the Most High through the ignorance that is in them, because of the blindness of their heart. Yeah, the ignorance, man. The ignorance. They ain't got it in them. They ignorant of what's going on according to the scripture. They ignorant of the times that we in. They ignorant of the energy that's on, especially Esau, the top tribe, that's against us, and everybody else that's Confederate. That's why I say what it say in Psalms the 83rd chapter. They all Confederate against us, man. All these nations are against us. And the Lord is riling them up in these times, man. Yup, Floyd. The Lord is riling them up. The Lord is, so this is what you see, man. This is what you see. Because you got to be crazy to think that as a white man, it's a smart idea for you to go around calling black people N-word. Yeah, he ended up popping or almost shooting a black veteran, disabled vet, and all of this. But sooner or later, something was going to happen. Sooner or later, something was going to happen. Like, yeah, you might be able to do that for a month, 2 months, 3 months. But sooner or later, something is going to happen, man. Sooner or later. Let's get... Let's get that second entrance. Let's get that second entrance. Now let's go tribulation. Romans 12 and 12. Let's go that way. Get a couple more. Yeah, they not getting it, man. Yeah, let's read this. Let's go Romans 12 and 12. Yeah. Overcome evil with good. Yeah. Let's go, Romans 12 and 9. Let love be without dissemination. Abhor that which is evil. Cleave to that which is good. Be kindly affection one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another, not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation. So tribulation is coming. So going back to it, not having the knowledge of what's going on in the scriptures, man. They not preparing the people They not preparing the people for what's coming because they just harping on prosperity and material gain and monetary gain and riches like that. That's what they pushing. They not getting the people ready and preparing them for Jacob's trouble, a time like never before was. They not doing it. They not doing it. Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another, not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer, distributing to the necessity of the saints, given to hospitality. Bless them which persecute you, bless and curse not. Yeah, because your time is gonna come. Your time, the Israelites that get after us and this and that, or whatever the case may be, that want to make their little videos mocking us and all of that, our people, yeah, you just ignore them, man. We just ignore them. Oh, a message to the Israelite. Oh, I escaped the Israelite code. I this and that. Yeah, I just ignore them, man. It used to get round me up, get me. I ignore them now. The Lord gonna deal with you sooner or later. Sooner or later, you gonna get dealt with, and you gonna wish then that you had listened. Rejoice with them that do rejoice, and weep with them that weep. Be of the same mind one toward another. Mind not high things, but condescend to men. Of low estate. Be not wise in your own conceits. Recompense to no man evil for evil. See, that was the other thing, going back to what I was saying, man. You're in a situation where you feel you gotta have protection and feel safe. You probably don't want to be in that place too long. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you gotta do nothing like that. Say me, for instance. I'm in a situation, and the situation I'm in, it caused me to have to do something to now where I'm in jail. Because me out here teaching, they'll find my social medias, and then even with that boy, they did the same thing with Carmelo Anthony. They picked up, try to pull up his social medias, whether they docked it or not. They gonna try to find pictures that make him look bad, that he was maybe posting holding a gun. Even a 14-year-old boy that got killed out there. You know what I'm saying? The young white guy, he could post pictures with guns and all that, and it's not used against him. But a black guy, they gonna find his social media, and they gonna use those pictures against him to paint a picture, to paint a narrative. Same thing with me. If I was to get into trouble right now, whatever the case, I know that they gonna find and they gonna say, oh, he one of them black Hebrew Israelites. Oh, he racist. He this. He that. Woo, 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 woo. And not only is it gonna be bad for me, it's gonna be bad for the Israelite brothers on the whole that's out here teaching. So you gotta be mindful of these type of things, man. I gotta be mindful. You gotta have your whoever you talk, you gotta have them mindful of these type of things, man. Now, if they listen, that's great. If they don't, at least you tried to warn them. Scriptures say, warn them from me. Let me get that. Let's get Ezekiel 33:1. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, and this is how we started off, right? A sword is sharpened and is furbished, right? Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man and their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. Yeah, I want you. I'm telling you, yo, this is the time we in. These are things that the scriptures say take place in the last days, man. A time of trouble is coming, man. They getting closer and closer. You had a brother out here bragging about how he got the brain chip put in his head and how his life, the things that he could do now because he got the Elon Musk chip put in his head. You just had this video like last week, I think, out there. The brother in one of them conferences, I think that's what the conferences or whatever, where they get together and have all of the different tables around or whatever the case. I don't think it's conference. I forget what it is. You know, the Comic-Con and the this and the wrestling thing and that or whatever. It was one of those things, but it was like a science thing. And they had a brother in the middle, and he was talking about how his life is improved since he got that chip in his head. So we getting real close. Ezekiel 33:5. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me. Yeah. We supposed to warn you. We supposed to warn you of what's coming, man. We supposed to warn you. That's the watchman's job, man. Isaiah 62, right? Yep. Isaiah 62:6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silent. Keep not silent, and give him rest till he establish, till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. This is our job, man, to go out here and warn y'all. Go out here and warn y'all. Study, constantly warn y'all. Yo, this is what's coming. This is the time that we in. Judgment is coming to this place. Judgment begin at the house of the Lord. 1 Peter 4:17-18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall an ungodly and a sinner appear? So, hey, judgment is going to come. Judgment is going out every day, man. And the Lord is stirring up these other nations to come against us, because that's how the Lord, all throughout the scriptures, punish Israel. He used these other nations to punish us, man. So, yeah, I'm about to close out. Let's close out. Let's find a good close out scripture. Get it? Psalms 62 and 8. Let's see that. Let's get one. We probably close out right in here. Psalm 62:1. Truly my soul waiteth upon the Most High. From him cometh my salvation. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be great. How long will ye imagine mischief against a man? Ye shall be slain, all of you. As a bowing wall shall ye be, and as a tottering fence. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. My soul, wait thou only upon the Most High, for my expectation is from him. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be moved. In the Most High is my salvation and my glory. The rock of my strength and my refuge is in the Most High. Trust in him at all times, ye people. Pour out your heart before him. The Most High is a refuge for us. Selah. Sure, let's read the whole thing. Only 3 more. Surely men of low degree are vanity, and men of high degree are a lie, to be laid in the balance. They are altogether lighter than vanity. Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them. The Most High have spoken once, twice have I heard this, that power belongeth unto the Most High. Also unto thee, O Lord, belongeth mercy, for thou renderest to every man according to his work. Thou renderest to every man according to his work. So yeah, you gotta watch how you moving in these times and in these days, man. Because we are in evil times, evil days, man. Evil days. 14-year-old son went to the store, touched a bottle of water, couple of bottles of water, put them back, got into an argument, chased that. Evil times, man. So with that one, man, hey, the water brother, I appreciate you, man, for the precepts. What you put. Yep, Isaiah, let's get that one. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Yeah, man. You got to fear the Lord. You got to have a healthy fear of the Lord. It say that in Psalms, I think it's 110:9. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So we in evil times, man. Spiritual way is out. The spiritual path is a better choice to move. Like I said, that young boy feeling threatened and all this and this and that, you got to take into account where you at. You in Texas. You know they racist as hell down there and this and that. They could do stuff we can't do or whatever. Yo, you push them off you punch somebody and you run. You get to some help. You run away or whatever. Pull out the thing and all that. You taking a risk, man. So with that one, man, I'm going to close out. I'm going to say all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Salute to the men out there teaching the fullness of the scriptures in these times, to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad. I like it to a speckled bird, tabernacle of King David. I look forward to your rulership in the kingdom to come. To the remnant, men, women, children, remain spiritual out there, y'all. Remain spiritual out there, man. You gotta watch how you move. You're gonna find yourself in a situation and you're gonna be like, damn, I could have did this. I wouldn't be here if I would have did this instead of doing that. Remain spiritual out here, y'all. We in some wild times, man. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, brother.